Hello, thank you for tuning into this week's reads. For the main part of the reads, I'm going to be using the Thelema tarot deck. I feel like there's another way to say it, I just don't remember it. There's a website at the bottom if it focuses. Feel free to check that out. I think if I can get a little closer, loscarabeo.com. Hopefully I didn't misspell that. It's right there on the screen. So use whatever it says there on the screen, use that if you want to find this. Supportive Oracle Cards. Spellcasting Oracle Cards by Flavia, Barbara, and Lisbeth. There are their full names, and on the back here are some websites for them. Feel free to freeze frame and check out whatever's interesting to you. The last one is She Who Is Art. That one always pops out to me. In fact, maybe if I get that a little closer, you can see them a little better. And of course, I use dice. So, where does it show it there? There's a website. It's from Amazon. They're metal dice, and I use the 20, the 12, and the 4. I use the 4 for the elements, the 12 for the minor arcana, and the 20 for the major arcana, which obviously leaves out 21, but still, that's the one I use. All right. And on to your reading. Hello, Taurus. Thank you very much for tuning in to this week's read. These readings are valid for whenever you come to them. That being said, let's see what we have for Taurus. Big breath on that one. The Wheel of Fortune. It's not bad. I don't know why I'm having an attitude with the Wheel of Fortune lately, but I have an attitude with the Wheel of Fortune lately. I'm just going to go ahead and say it. I don't know if Taurus really cares for the Wheel of Fortune, quite frankly. I typically think you don't. Taurus likes things to make sense and to stay on plan, and I don't feel like the Wheel of Fortune is really something you want to see. Okay, let's see what we got here. So there's a little bit of a weird energy around this. I like the word weird lately, again. Somebody's got a little, like, somebody's talking. They need to go into a timeout. Whoever this talkity person is around you, they may not be a bad person, but like the talkity thing, we need to time out from that. Send them off to do something. Give them a project or something to do. Give them something to move them away from you for a little while. Not in a negative way, but like give them something of value to do. Kind of like, if this is somebody who lives with you, send them on a couple errands that you are fairly confident they can handle easily. Just to send them away. Send them away for a little while, because I feel like there's this talkity energy that's going to kind of cause some disruption around you. And whatever this situation is, you got to kind of have a minute here to think for yourself. It's not a negative energy is what I keep getting, but it's distracting, and it's not going to help you make the decision you need to make. So when I'm saying this, I'm like, when we get far enough into this and you need to make a decision, that's when you want to send this person away so you can just, or might be another option. I know a Taurus who does this. I'm not sure if this is exactly how she does it, though. She needs a moment to herself, so she gets in the car and she goes somewhere. Or she goes to the store, or she goes to where she needs to go. That way she's like, and she makes it like, well, I got this work to do, and they're like, oh, we don't know you, Taurus, and we gotta go. So it's kind of like, yeah, cool, because I need a moment to myself anyway. This is a moment you're going to need to yourself. Talkity energy around you that's not bad. It's going to cause error is the best way I can say it. Now, whatever the situation is, I feel like you've been hopeful that it's going to take a better turn at some point. The situation is what it is. It just is what it is. It's not a situation you plan to give up at all. You've been pretty self-reliant and keeping it going. Self-reliant. It's kind of like to make the next step happen, you're the one that makes it happen. If you don't do it, it doesn't happen. So, you know what I mean? Like, for example, if you want to rearrange the house, you have to do the work. You have to decide to happen. If you don't decide that, it doesn't happen. So, you know what I mean? Stuff like that. It's in that category. There's some pressure here, too. I'm feeling that. That Wheel of Fortune. The universe is trying to help you. I swear it is. I'm telling you, I swear it is. The wheel comes in, and I feel like this is not the way you like things to happen, but the universe does what the universe does. There's some type of disruption with this wheel of fortune, and then the door to spirit coming in. Something comes in, and opportunity is right in front of you. It's an opportunity that I feel like you already know you want, but it's kind of like, oh, that's kind of quick. Like, ooh, that's kind of quick. I just keep feeling that. This opportunity comes in. And when you first get it, you're like, I feel like when it's first in front of you, I feel like I'm just at a stalemate. I don't know what to do. Indecision, literally. I'm like, I really want to do that, but for some reason I'm really not comfortable with it. Maybe that'll make more sense to the person this really hits for. It's like, I really, really, really want to do it, but I'm really, 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 really uncomfortable with it at the same time. And I'm just like, this is where you have to step away and stay away from the talkity energy, so you can calm your energy. And then I highly recommend doing that. Where do I want to be in 2 years? Where do I want to be in 5 years? Where do I want to be in 10 years? And does this opportunity get you closer to that? If you don't take it, does it take you farther away from that? You got the 2 and 3 of wands. Like, something comes in. It's not a lot of time. You might have a week at most. I feel like that's at best. I feel like it's like a week. It feels like a week to me. You don't have a long time to decide. You got to either go for it or not. And this is literally something that's meant for you. It's a gift. It's going to move you forward. It's going to help you get closer. I just feel like, yeah, but the way it happens so fast, it's just kind of like, ooh, this is not comforting to me. This is not comfortable. I want more time to research. I want more time to verify. I want to make sure this is going to work the way I want it to work. I don't want to just survive. I want to thrive. Is that how you say that saying? I don't want to just survive. I want to thrive. So it's kind of, and the universe is saying, oh, you're there. Oh, it's going to happen. You're not going to be able to see it all, though. Either you take it or you let it go. You're not going to have enough time to really verify everything you want. This is a lot. This is a lot to ask of Taurus. I feel like this is a lot. This is a lot. Holding on is going to be a problem. Hold on to what you want, not to what you have. Does that make sense? Does that work? I feel like I'm asking for a lot here. I really, really do. Where do you want to be? Hold on to where you want to be. This opportunity is for you. If you overthink it, you're gonna lose it. It's gonna walk away. It's gonna be just a thing of memories, a thing of possibilities, a dream that just escaped your grasp. What they're advising you to do is go for the calamity. The 5 of Wands is conflict. Go towards the conflict. You can make this work. You know that you'll survive one way or another. You know that you'll succeed one way or another. You know that. It's not about knowing you're going to succeed. It's about the challenge of doing it. And they're like, this is not half as hard as you think it's going to be. Not even half as hard as you think it's going to be. If you go out that gate, you go into calamity, but it's annoyance calamity. It's just kind of like making that change over to what you want versus what you have. If you're able to move forward, other people seem to be just going along with what you want. I just feel like the energy around you just seems to, like it says the man in the mirror, right? The magician in the mirror. I'm getting people are mirroring however you're handling it. Keep that in mind. If you move forward, if you decide to move forward, people are definitely mirroring your sentiment. If you're second guessing you, especially outwardly, people see you second guessing you, they're going to second guess you. If you're presenting with confidence and like, this is what I want, this is what I'm going to do, people will back you up and go where you're going. You need to know that for this going forward. If you decide to take it, which it's highly recommended you do, but you don't have to do anything you don't want to. That wheel is there, that wheel. People are going to mirror however you're treating yourself. It's about how you're treating yourself. If you're giving yourself a hard time and you keep second guessing yourself and it's outwardly visible, people are going to do that to you too. If you push yourself to like, nope, I'm going to make it. I know this is going to work. One foot in front of the other. This is where I'm going now. This is where I'm going now. This is where I'm going now. I sometimes do that where I'm like, I do the one foot in front of the other, and sometimes that's how I stop negative thoughts. For example, if I have to cook dinner for myself and I'm just like, it's a lot. It just feels like a lot because I want to make some complicated dish. I will keep telling myself, right now you're boiling that, get the noodles, get the water, and I will talk myself through it, and I will make the voice of what I'm doing in the moment louder than the voice that says, what are you doing? If that makes sense. All right, I got to go over here. I got to get this out of the pantry. I got to get that can. I will literally do that to myself. It blocks negative thoughts for me. I'm not saying it's going to work for everybody, but it's something that works for me. I make the I'm doing this now voice louder than anything else. And if you're doing this, especially if people are watching you and you're centering on, all right, I'm going to pick this up off the counter, I'm going to put that over there, I'm going to wash this bowl, and after I do this, I'm going to put it there, and I'm going to get that, I'm going to start the meat cooking, and blah, 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 blah. Even if you have to verbalize it, if that's what helps you, if you verbally say it, sometimes that literally helps me, it'll keep you centered on in the moment and what you're doing right now, and it'll keep moving you forward. I don't know if you can do it through the whole process, but when that negative voice starts talking, you just start overriding it with what you're doing now. Not only will it push you through and get you to the next step fairly easy, in my opinion, because you don't let that other voice second guess you. Other people will be paying attention. They're going to realize, okay, ooh, Taurus is on beat. Taurus is making it happen. Taurus is serious. So either get out of Taurus way or make it easier for Taurus and help them. Whatever you're going to do. I really do that with, like, I talk to myself or I talk it out loud, especially if I'm by myself. It stops me from allowing those negative thoughts to come in, those intrusive negative thoughts, kind of like where, oh, you sure that's going to work? Or, oh, does that really make sense to do it that way? Or, oh, did you do that long enough? Or, oh, did that cook long enough? Or, oh, did you cook that too long? I just keep talking to myself. I push myself to the next step. And then at the end, I'll go back and I'll be like, all right, now I'll rethink it afterwards. And like, did it work? Could it have gone better? But I don't let myself do that until I'm at the end and it's over. I don't know if that helps you, but if it helps you, knock your socks off. The outcome here, if you choose it, is really kind of like, it's the stuff dreams are made of. Why not? Knight of Cups, Ace of Cups, and literally the Victory card. This is not how you normally live your life. But I feel like this is something you already want. It's not that hard to choose it. It's harder to let go than to grab the next step, if that makes sense. It's harder to pull yourself out of the mud than to step up on the next step. I don't know if that makes sense. Like, letting go of the past is what's the hard part. You know where you want to go. It's just going there when this opportunity shows up. And because you might have this tendency to convince yourself, well, I don't know if the timing is right. I'll wait for a better time. There won't be a better time. There might be another time, but not a better time. So if you go now, all the great things come in. It's a lot easier than you expect. You will have the backup to show why this is something you can depend on and why it will stay. You will have what you need from it. This is a great outcome. This is like you loving what you end up with and being able to share it abundantly with whoever you decide is fit. Is there anything else I really need to say with that? Is there anything else? It's going to stay for a while, too. You get the Seven of Cups with the Hanged Man when you get to the Victory, which I think for Taurus is actually pretty good. And the reason I'm saying that is if you're at the Victory and if you're at the victory point and things just kind of stay there for a while, I think that's where you want to be anyway. It's where you want to be anyway. Seven of Cups is telling me there's more possibilities that are going to show up at that victory point. But the fact that you don't have to move on them until you want to, and it'll be a while before you move forward towards anything else. But I don't see that as a problem. You'll still have possibilities. The possibilities seem to wait until you're ready for them. So it's almost like if you were going to move, and you're like, the house I currently have is okay, it's just not what I really want. All of a sudden this opportunity comes in. You can have the house you actually want. If you let go of the past, let go of the old house, go into the new house, there might be renovations or possibilities or upgrades you can do. You don't have to do them until you're ready. You can wait 3-4 years. Nothing bad's going to happen to the house, but the possibilities just wait for you. I feel like if this was a house analogy, for example, I feel like you would live in that house for 3 to 5 years before you actually made any changes. I don't see that being a problem. I get that that's what the Hanged Man is. You're going to get comfortable, stay where you are. Maybe there's things you want to change. You don't have to change them right away, but you will change them when you see fit. Are we good? That's a really good ending. I mean, I know this person showed up. The Wheel of Fortune showed up, which is not really something that Taurus usually likes. But for especially for that showing up and ending up in victory with the Ace of Cups and the Knight of Cups, I feel like this is a great reading, personally. But you have to judge for yourself, of course. Anything else? All right, I'm going to shut this down here. I hope that helps. Thank you for watching. If you'd like a direct reading from me, shoot me an email, jamesforastral@gmail.com. That's James, the number 4, astral@gmail.com. If you're interested in the donation information, that's below, same email. Thank you very much for watching. Have a great day.